I want to thank all of you for this Ranger kickoff of basketball and to get a chance to meet our coaches. We'll have each coach talk about their team and then allow you a chance to ask them some questions. They each have a couple of their players here that you can ask the players questions if you'd like to also. I do want to say thank you to everyone in this room who has helped in some way, either with your time, your effort, your money, your hard work to help us get ready for the season that's upcoming. I appreciate it. A special thanks to my staff, Tim Lauderdale, Sadia Jones, Jay Lee, and all of Jay's staff. As they've been grinding through so many fall events there, and I can't forget my wife who's helped me kick off Ranger Athletics and make things go. So with that, I'm going to ask Dean Caleb Mossberg to come up and say a prayer.
Please bow. Our Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day and for this time to gather and fellowship together. Father, we thank you for this university and for what it means to so many of us. Father, we thank you for this basketball program, for what we have here, and Father, we just ask that your blessing be upon that throughout this season. Father, we thank you for this food that you have provided to us, and we ask that you bless and nourish for our bodies. We pray these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Well, we've got a lot of things going on. Still Ranger football, Ranger volleyball, soccer just finished up. Cross country and golf are finishing up their fall season. So things are really in full swing for us. And throwing on top of it, Ranger basketball is ready to kick off with two new coaches that you're going to meet here today. And I'm really excited about the fall that we've had so far. I would like to ask Dr. Cunningham to come up and say a few words. As all of us know, her vision for Ranger athletics in this university has helped us make it through so many trying times that education is having right now. And we're still able to do the many great things like the renovation of Percival Fieldhouse. Without those type of leadership qualities that we have out of her, so many things would not be gotten done. Just want to say a very big thanks from all of us in Ranger Athletics and the university. Our president, Dr. Janet Cunningham.
Thank you, Brad, and I would echo appreciation for all of you taking a little bit of time out of your Halloween festivities to come and join us here at Northwestern. First, I just want to say I am thrilled to have Brad Franz in the athletic director position. I think he is doing an excellent job, and I know that you all think that too. And I'd just like to give him a round of applause. It is not easy being the AD, and a lot of people report to him, and a lot of student athletes fall under his purview. So I don't know how many hours a day he's putting in, but I can tell you it's probably more than about anybody else on campus. I'm also excited about our two new coaches. I think great things are happening in Ranger basketball. They're two very quality individuals, and we're just excited that they're here to join us. If anybody ever tells me that there's nothing to do in Alva, I always just look at them incredulous, because if they would follow me around just over a week or a weekend, we had a volleyball game on campus Saturday. We had Ranger Rodeo Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I listened to the football game, and you know, there is always something going on, and when we get a little bit of crossover between basketball and football, we'll look at our spring sports starting in the probably February with baseball and softball. So we want you to join us for as many events as you can. We're excited about Percival. We think we were able to get a really good look. We had to replace the floor and the bleachers. We just had some safety issues with that. We were down to the nails, I think, on the floor. And we're able to do a few other things that I think really have made a difference in that facility. And I want it to be the toughest place to play in the conference. I think it is already, but I think we've made that even more so. So thanks for being here, and we'll see you at Ranger basketball.
Thank you, Dr. Cunningham. We're going to first start off, again, echoing, I think we have great leadership right now in Ranger basketball. Coach Durden and Coach Diesselhorst both really do one thing that I think is so important in today's world, and that's relate to their young people. You can X and O, you can recruit, you can do all the things you want, but if you can't relate and you can't teach, I've seen them both in the classroom. They do a great job preparing for the lectures, and I see them both on the court every day, and they're prepared every day to coach their teams, which we all know to be a good teacher. You can be a good coach, and to be a good coach, you better be a good teacher, and I think we have that. I wanted to introduce Tasha Diesselhorst, but first a couple of notes on her. As many of you know, Tasha was ultra successful with her teams. Her team won the state championship in 2014, and just last year was runner-up, and they qualified for the state tournament in 2013 and 2015. She's been named the Conference Coach of the Year 7 times and winning 7 conference titles, and I counted up, she's won 11 different Coach of the Year or State Coaches of the Year awards. As a player at Oklahoma Christian, she was an NAIA All-American and 3-time All-Conference player. She comes from a storied basketball coaching family, as her father, Randy Turney, is legendary, as we all know, in northwestern Oklahoma and the state of Oklahoma. I've watched her work and know she knows the game and brings the best out of each player. Tasha knows inside and out what needs to happen for Ranger basketball, and we are pleased to have her and her husband Adam join the Ranger family. I'm confident that Tasha is here to lead our program to new heights. With that, Coach Diesselhorst.
Thank you. First of all, I just want to thank Coach Franz for putting this event on. I think it's a great way to kind of kick off the basketball season. It'll be here before we know it, and I appreciate all of his support just leading into this season. He's been a great source of support since I got here, so I thank you for that, Coach Franz. Before I get started, I want to introduce my staff that's here with me. My head assistant coach is Coach Kim Barth. She joins us. She has coached in Oklahoma for 32 years, most of it in Northwest Oklahoma. She had a tenure at Woodward High School where she won 4 state championships there, and so has been very successful, and we're very thankful to have her on our staff. My graduate assistant this year is Kylie Franz. Kylie finished her playing career last year at a school down south that will remain nameless, and joined her husband Jordan here at Northwestern. Kylie's been a great resource already, having just finished playing 4 years in the GAC. She has a lot of insight that she's already provided, so I'm glad to have her on our staff. And then my student assistant over here is Miss Kelsey Shumpert. Kelsey joined us from NOC Enid, and her dad is a very successful high school coach that I have grown up watching and looking, and he's actually the men's coach at Anadarko High School. So great coaching staff. They've been very supportive and helped us as we've kind of gotten things rolling this year. So looking at the start of this year's season, I'm very excited to see kind of what we can accomplish. These past few weeks leading into the official start date in preseason, the girls have worked really hard in the weight room and through our conditioning program. And with a lot of newness, we have a lot of new players, a lot of returner players, but with me being new, there's a lot of newness surrounding the program. And they've really kind of welcomed that and have adapted well to what we're trying to kind of add. We started off in the preseason because of all the newness. We did a lot of team building activities. We did a few ropes courses. We went on a retreat. They zip-lined off a 50-foot building at one of our retreat things. So it was nice to kind of get them out of their comfort zone and to watch them just kind of start to mesh off the basketball court. With about half, like I said, half returning, about half new players, I think we're trying to work on our team chemistry on the court. They get along great off the court, but just starting to kind of figure out how each other play on the court is something that we're really just trying to build on each and every day in practice. I have a few girls with me here today. These girls are actually our team captains for this year, so they were elected by their teammates as team captains, and we're really looking to them for their leadership on and off the floor to, again, just bring this group of players together this year. So the girls I have today are senior Ashley Pride, Senior Janae Isaac. Junior Corey Barrios. And Junior Kalia King. One thing I'll say about these girls is I think they're hungry to win, and I think they're hungry to get better, and you see that every day in practice. After the preseason GAC polls were released a couple of weeks ago, and we were picked 12th, which wasn't a shock, but I sent the girls a quote in our text message, and it said, "The wolf on the hill is not as hungry as the wolf climbing the hill." And I think that says a lot about kind of where we're at right now. We know we have a long way to go. We're not happy with where we're at right now, but we're just focusing on doing the little things right each and every day in practice to get to where we want to be. And I think that's something that these girls, like I said, have brought in and are doing a good job each and every day in practice to get to where we want to be. I think this year, if you come watch the girls play, you're going to see a lot of energy. You're going to see a group that plays hard and plays very well together. I've been impressed, like I said, with the newness of this team and not kind of knowing how each other play. They're really coming along quickly, playing together, making the extra pass, finding their teammate, and when they do that, they're really fun to watch. And I think you're going to see that in this year's season. We've had 2 scrimmages so far already after starting on October 15th, and there's been several good things that I've seen out of those scrimmages. We've learned a lot watching film and kind of things we need to work on or things that we've done well on. In our first scrimmage, we scrimmaged against Seward, and we went against one of the top, actually she is the top JUCO post player in the nation at 6'8". So I told the girls if they can guard 6'8", then they'll welcome the post players that they see in the GAC. But I was really pleased with their effort and their toughness. We are going to be a little undersized this year, but they competed really, really well and really hard against that team. And like I said, that's one of the top JUCO teams, around our area. We'll open our season November 11th in Edmond against UCO and Northeastern at the MIAA Classic. And then we get to take our first trip to Arkansas the following week at Harding and Arkansas Tech. So our first 4 games are very tough, but I think we're going to learn a lot about our girls in those first 4 games. We're going to figure out where we're at, where we need to be, and what we need to do to be successful in this conference. So we will continue. We don't have any more scrimmages, so we'll continue to practice these next couple of weeks and then tip it off on the 11th. Some strengths I think that you're going to see out of this year's team are our overall team speed, our athleticism. I think we're going to be pretty deep, and our guard play is going to be very good. And again, some of the weaknesses is just kind of overall size and our post play, which we're going to have to kind of make up for in other areas. But again, I'm really pleased with this group so far. They've worked hard, and they're really buying into what we're trying to do, and we look for them to just keep getting better, and I think you're going to enjoy watching this group play this year. So we hope to see you at our first home openers, not till the end of November. So we get to go on the road. We'll be happy to get back home at the end of November. So we hope to see you there. So thank you.
We have Coach Diesselhorst up there. Good. We have some questions from the crowd. Please, our hand up and. Yes, sir, Mr. Mitchell.
Can you tell us some of your new players, highlight the new players so we'll know who they are?
Yes, one of them sitting over here, junior Corey Barrios. She came to us from actually a few places. She played at NOC Enid, played basketball coming out of high school, and then she was in Utah playing Division I softball and decided that she missed basketball and wanted to come closer to home. So Corey was a late addition that we added this summer that we're very happy to have. She's a lefty 3-point shooter that can shoot it from about anywhere in the gym, so I think you're going to really enjoy watching her play. We've also added some new faces around the area. Bailey Farrell from Alva is back in Alva. We stole her from a junior college that she was at, so we're excited to have her. We have Mackenzie Billy from Thomas, which was at another junior college that has come back. Destiny Robinson is another guard coming to us from Leavenworth, Kansas. Is going to earn a lot of minutes at her position. She plays the 2 guard. Taylor Sell is another one from Fairview that can kind of play all different positions that is going to contribute immediately. So you're going to see a lot of new faces that are going to earn playing time right away.
Other questions? We can't let her off that easy.
What time you guys practice in the morning?
5 in the morning.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.